Hello, and welcome to English 102. My name is Catherine Bowen, and I will be your instructor this semester. English 102 is a rigorous yet rewarding course. All students are fully capable of doing the work as long as they pace themselves. This means turning in the smaller assignments, sticking with the deadlines, and of course, asking questions whenever you have a question. As you can see, you are in the Blackboard site. So if you're watching this video, you've successfully made it. This is our announcements page, and it acts as our home page. And if you scroll down, you will notice that the welcome letter that was emailed to you is also posted right here. Okay. Any announcement that I do post, you will receive in your Bronco mail address, and you are responsible for knowing the information that I post this announcement or email to the class. I only email to your Bronco mail accounts, so if you're using another email account, make sure that you merge your mail or switch over to the Bronco mail. It is very, very important. I can't stress that enough, that you access your Bronco mail accounts on a regular basis, at the very least 3 days a week, in order to stay up to date on the activities and due dates. I will be posting announcements at least once a week. You will see one every Monday. That's when the modules open each week. We'll talk more about modules in a little bit. So every Monday, expect a new announcement to know what the overview for the week is. From here, you'll notice all the tabs here on the left-hand side. This is how you will navigate the course. I'm going to point out the faculty page. This is just a small bio about me. It also has my contact information, email address, and whatnot. So I'll let you read that on your own. The first thing you should look at as you get into your first week of assignments is course documents. In the course documents, you will see that you have your syllabus, schedule, and introductory letter, the welcome letter that I pointed out to you on the announcements page and that was emailed to you. So start here. If you haven't already read this letter, please do so. You'll notice that all documents are embedded into the screen. This is to help you tablet users. And to open or download these documents, you'll notice a little square right here so you can view it in full screen. So you can click that. And then read your documents. You can also go up here, download the documents. I recommend printing all documents because sometimes it's easier to read those in paper than on a screen. I'll let you read the syllabus on your own. When we get into our first weeks of assignments, you'll notice there is a quiz on the syllabus and course schedule. These quizzes are never designed to trick you. They're simply to help you know what you do know about the assignment and what you do know about the material. They're always multiple attempts. They're open for a week. They're just to help you assess where you stand in the class. Okay. A couple important things I'll point out right now that you'll notice in the syllabus is that I do not accept late work. So make sure that you, again, pace yourself and stay up to date there. If any changes are made to the syllabus or course schedule is down here, you will be notified via email. So again, make sure you check your emails at least 3 times a week. If any changes are made, it's typically to push back a deadline so you have more time, or to clarify a discrepancy that may have been made in an email versus the course schedule. So just be aware that accidents happen. That's why I email you. That's why you should keep checking your emails. After you've reviewed these documents, you're probably wondering, okay, well, how do I start the assignments? All your assignments will be in the weekly lessons. Okay, so you'll click on your week 1 folder, for instance. Okay, you'll notice that there's a brief overview of what's going on this week. You have your introductory materials, You'll be posting on the discussion board. I'll go over that in a moment. And looking into your very first essay. Okay, so each week when you open up your folder, notice a little folder icon here, right? It helps you be familiar with the content. There's always an overview for what's going on this week. This is clearly our introductory week. We have a lot of housekeeping to do, so everybody knows the expectations for the rest of the semester. And although this may look lengthy, I'm sure it does. Look at all that scrolling. It's really not that bad. You can expect to spend anywhere from 6 to 8 hours a week on this course. That is comparable to a traditional class. Some weeks you'll work a little more, some weeks a little bit less. This week was probably going to be a shorter week for you, depending on how familiar you are with the technology. Okay. In this week 1, you will have, again, the quiz on the syllabus, a quiz on this video that you're watching, and also a survey about your own skills and readiness for the course. I recommend taking the survey as one of the first assignments you complete, simply to see if you are ready for this course. If you do not have the technical skills, if you do not feel your writing skills are ready, I recommend dropping the course. Now is not the time to learn how to use the computer and the web and all these other sources while taking English 102. You'll probably just get very frustrated. Okay. So one of your first assignments you'll notice is the discussion board. Okay, this talks about discussion board grading rubric. And there are some navigation videos in here as well. I'll just bring you here quickly. So discussion board, you can go there through the link. You can also go there through the assignment links as well. All right, so in your discussion board, you'll notice there's questions about this week. This is a forum to ask general questions that aren't specifically about your grade, but they are questions that you feel may help other class members as well. I will be checking into this forum regularly to help answer your questions, and students are, of course, also welcome to answer questions as well. I encourage that. Okay, you won't need to create a new forum, but what you will need to do, if you do have a question, is create a new thread. Okay, and to create a new thread, you simply select Create Thread, add a subject line, include your last name and a brief description of what you're writing about so everyone knows what it is you're writing about. You'll write right here and then make sure that you click Submit. If you don't click Submit, if you only click Save Draft, nobody else will be able to see your post. So make sure you always click Submit once you're done. Okay. If you do need additional resources to help you in our online campus, there's this campus help, okay? We'll be using the BSU library extensively since this is a writing and research course. If you're having Blackboard issues, you can go to this, Blackboard Assistance. There's the Blackboard Manual. Disability resources, if you do have a disability and you need accommodation, do contact Disability Services so we can get you set up. Advising, and of course the Writing Center. I can't emphasize enough how important the Writing Center and how wonderful the Writing Center is for students. This will be a great resource for you as you are drafting and revising essays, so I highly recommend submitting your work. You can submit it online. There'll be more about that later, but do check out the Writing Center if you haven't already. Also tells you how to make an appointment with the Writing Center. Very easy. You don't even have to leave your chair. You can just do it right from your computer. Tools. Since this is a writing and research class, It's very important that you get feedback not just from me, because I'm only one reader, but that you get feedback from the other students, your peers in the class as well. And you have access to everybody's email address in the class. You simply scroll down to send an email. You'll select that. And then you can choose who you want to send the emails to. All users will be just fine. You can send it to only student users. You can send one only to me. You can select which users if you're working in a small group. So there are your options. Again, all these emails go to your Bronco Mail account. So if you have not merged your mail, if you are not checking your Bronco Mail account regularly, you will be missing out on some important information. So I'm bringing us back to the announcements page. I hope this orientation didn't overwhelm you. I know that first day of class, be it online or traditional, can be very overwhelming with all the information. I suppose the nice thing about an online course is you can watch this video as many times as you need to in order to feel comfortable. I'm sure you'll do just fine as long as you check your announcements and emails regularly and stay up to date on the weekly modules. And please email me whenever you have a question or if you're concerned about the course. So thank you and welcome to English 102.